Disclaimer. This channel is for entertainment and educational purposes only. All third-party video clips, audio, and commentary fall under fair use as outlined in Section 107 of the Copyright Act, in accordance with applicable laws. The views and opinions expressed in this channel are those of the host and should not be taken as fact or professional advice, and do not necessarily reflect current views or affiliations.
PushGapRadio.com. Don't knock the hustle, baby.
Talk about where we are seeing some numbers. A new report found 4,000 Americans lost their jobs in May because they were replaced by AI in some form. What are we talking about here?
Every last one of us can't say we ain't see this coming. So apparently AIs are responsible for 4,000 jobs lost. Very strange because AI CEO said jobs will increase.
I believe that there will be far greater jobs on the other side of this, and the jobs of today will get better. I think it's important. First of all, I think it's important to understand and think about GPT-4 as a tool, not a creature.
But then,
just basically 6 months after ChatGPT was unveiled, we're already seeing it impacting the job market.
let's talk about the jobs that could be gone to AI. They're already on phones and computers. Unloading trucks and forklifts, they got it covered. Drive-through or inside, they're taking your order. They do deliveries and drop people off too. Heard they're pretty good on the surgery table and at flying planes. Anyone hungry? Or perhaps need a bodyguard? How about getting rid of your truck driver, or dog walker? Or even your babysitter? Construction as well.
Hey, welcome to Estevan TV. I'm at pushgapradio.com.
Something like that.
It's the millionaire Shaka Ford won in the main event with me, the Queen B, Jackie up. Heard exclusively on Push Gap Radio. Giving you true
In today's Money Watch, the experts are weighing in on when you should use artificial intelligence in your job search and when you shouldn't. Employers surveyed by the career resource site CV Genius identified AI-generated content as the biggest red flag when hiring somebody. 74% of employers said they can spot AI-generated job applications, and more than half said they're significantly less likely to hire a candidate who relies on AI. However, the chief economist at Glassdoor says you don't have to abandon AI entirely.
Using AI for proofreading, that's totally fine, especially if it's your resume or your cover letter. When you start to get into things that are supposed to be in your own words, that's where it's riskier to use AI.
Good insight. Experts also say personal anecdotes can help you stand out from the stack of AI-written job applications.
PushGapRadio.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. Welcome back to another edition of Rubber Buggy Baby Boomer Radio here in beautiful Dallas, Fort Worth. According to that dude from Glassdoor, that chief economist mind, folk using the AI on the application, still plagiarizing. A lot of you did it in college, you know what the hell. Did it in high school. OpenAI just makes it easier to plagiarize. But it's going to be a whole lot of copyright drama and going back and forth with stuff like ChatGPT and Soros 2, and, it's just a lot going on. Now it's affecting jobs. With Trump and them, those layoffs, you're supposed to furlough those people, lay them off. You're being fired because Trump ain't bringing those positions back. Your ass stuck out. Thought you had a great government job, you couldn't be touched, get you a fat pension? Not no more. Trump and them talking smaller government. Will AI replace your job? That's the unseen debate. Is it a job killer or a job creator? We finna break down the truth that you need to know. What jobs are gonna fall first as AI takes over the workplace, man? What do you do? How soon do you think that AI is going to replace you? China's ahead of the game with them damn robots and whatnot. I ain't gonna even hold you. You know what's up. You know what's up. You know how it is here in America. America like free or cheap labor. Preferably free. Slave labor, they used to call it. They lazy as hell. That's why them folk come halfway around the world to get us to do the work, man. They tired of essay now. They don't even want to mess with the Mexicans now. It's a robot replacing everybody. AI don't turn on them, though. You've seen the movies. You've read the articles and whatnot since the 70s and 80s and 90s. You're creating your own extinction. The dinosaurs had the meteor. White folk just creating their own extinction. I say white folk because Black folk, we probably gonna have a workaround anyway, okay? In most things, like your job is going the way of the buggy whip. But yeah, they're creating their own extinction. How fast did it take to get to 1 billion users? Jaspreet Singh explains.
AI is changing the job market at a rate we have never seen before, and most people are not keeping up. Take a look. The internet was the first modern technology to revolutionize the job market. The internet started in 1989. It started to become popular in the mid-1990s, but it didn't hit 1 billion users until 2005, which means it took 16 years for it to hit 1 billion people using the internet. And over the first 2 decades of the internet adoption, we saw the economy flip. The yellow pages went out of business, it eliminated the need for encyclopedias, and DVD rentals were replaced with digital, not to mention all the traditional stores that were replaced by the internet. Then the next major economic disruptor was social media. And I'm going to ignore MySpace because Facebook is actually still used, but Facebook started back in 2004 and it hit 1 billion users in 2012, which means it took 8 years, half the time, for social media to get adopted the way the internet did, and social media flipped the way our economy worked as well. More money is spent on digital advertising than it is on traditional advertising, and this modern social media didn't even exist 20 years ago. And again, over these many years, the businesses that studied social media were able to harness the power of it and were able to explode, while the businesses that did not understand social media, well, many of them started struggling. But now let's compare this to artificial intelligence, because ChatGPT started just in 2022, and it was in November of 2022. So we're talking about the tail end, and it is believed that ChatGPT already has over 1 billion users as of 2025, which means it took ChatGPT 2.5 years, actually less than 2.5 years, to hit that 1 billion user mark, and most people still have no idea how this is going to impact their job, the job market, or the economy.
Yeah, it's moving like a 500-mile-an-hour train. Keep up, don't catch up. I came across a Kobe Bryant video. That was hysterical to me. It's messed up how they doing Kobe, but some of the AIs are just funny, man. I don't know what to tell you. Some of them just funny. Did they do Kobe wrong in the little video? So yeah, put it down in the comments. Do you think they make Kobe look bad? Here are the top 6 Kobe Bryant AI videos that's floating around out there. Now don't forget, on yesterday's show, we taught you how to watch the hands to see if it's fake AI. Here's the Kobe video.
Kobe, you ain't even top 7 all time, you ass man. Ha!
Fuck yourself, little dork. Aw, what are you guys supposed to be?
I'm Kobe Bryant.
That's the right answer, kid. And what about you?
I'm the GOAT Steph Curry.
Get the off my porch! Everyone in the comments keeps saying I can't dunk. Watch this. That hurts. Oh, I just broke my back. Delete it. Cut the camera now. Yo, if I make this shit, y'all gotta hook me up with some of that Clash Royale Rule 34. Whee! Alright. Y'all dorks really think I'm washed? Watch this. Holy fucking shit. Nah, that shit was brazy. I can't lie, son. What's good, dorks? Y'all don't know this, but hooping ain't the only thing I'm good at. Holy fuck!
Yeah, them videos be killing me, fam. They definitely be killing me. It be some funny ones out there, though. I don't know if you've been checking them out yourself on TikTok and whatnot. It be some hysterical ones out there. But yeah, job losses. The layoffs are massive. You know they're just getting started. You know how they do. They gonna stick you till you bleed come the holidays. They like to wait and do you dirty. But here's a top 10 list of major companies here in the U.S. that have been laying off here in America. Based on reported figures for 2025, here's a list of major companies that have announced significant layoffs or workforce reductions. You know them. They breaking down in your community. Walmart, a lot of them are silent about it. But Intel, you know that's technology, laying off 24,000 people globally. Accenture, laying off 11,000 people. Microsoft, Technology, laying off 15,000 in 2025. Panasonic, 10,000. Novo Nordisk, laying off 9,000. Estee Lauder Cosmetics, they laying off up to 7,000 people. ZF something or other, 7,600. They're in automotive. The company Salesforce Technology, laying off 4,000. Facebook, call it Meta now, laying off 3,600. Technology and social media. And Lloyd's Bank is laying off 3,000 people, respectively. But yeah, that's what it is. You know, in that AI sector, what's going on. AI is the driver in technology. It's a common theme across the technology and consulting sectors. It's a shift toward greater efficiency and AI-driven automation, which is cited as a reason for many of the workforce reductions. The government layoffs. Again, Trump ain't replacing them jobs, fam. The government layoffs were also significant. Announced federal job reductions in the United States, which, while not a company, represent a very large number of planned layoffs. What's that going to do to the area? What they call it, the DMV up there is what y'all call it? Yeah. What y'all going to do? That's the ripple effect. And now, even with cheap labor over there in China and India, they about to push them out with AI and dang on robots. So yeah, that's what that is, man. You need to keep your head on a swivel. Understand what's going on. Have you been laid off? Let us know. Let us know so somebody can empathize with you and you can have somebody to talk to about it. 40 jobs about to be replaced. Not all, but the top ones. Here's Journey with the Hintons again. Check her out.
So the official list has just been released with 40 jobs that AI is about to replace. And you might want to pay attention to this because your job might just be on this list.
So the CEO of Amazon telling the company's employees that some of their jobs will be replaced by AI.
He believes it could also lead to half of entry-level white-collar jobs disappearing and 10 to 20% unemployment in the next 1 to 5 years.
The unemployment rate for new college grads has recently surged, and some economists say businesses are now replacing entry-level jobs with artificial intelligence.
And I'm not talking about jobs that you probably expect, because some of them on this list actually shocked me. I'm talking about jobs that people have gone to college for, the ones they have worked for decades in schools, newsrooms, finance. These are some of the jobs that were thought to be completely safe. So if you've ever been thinking AI could never do what I do, you might want to think again.
Amazon them laying off mine. Amazon done laid off a shitload of people. Why you playing? Do you work for Amazon or Big Brown or the UPS or, well, that's Big Brown, or the USPS? Do you work for any of them? Now, here are some jobs that AI cannot replace. Check them out.
The jobs that are less at risk from AI are not surprisingly the ones that are hands-on and more human-centered, which include these 5. Number 1, skilled tradespeople, plumbers, electricians. If you're building a house, you need somebody there to actually run the electrical, to run the plumbing. That is a more safe job. Number 2 are jobs that require a personal touch. This is something like a nurse, a veterinarian, a dentist, somewhere where you actually have to go and talk to somebody or get something done, like a surgeon who has to be there to physically do something. I can't use AI on my dentistry just yet. Number 3 are human empathy jobs. This is something like a personal therapist or customer service, especially at high-end places. If you go to a fancy restaurant, you still want that touch of human empathy. You want the human customer service person who's going to be a very great waiter for you or waitress for you, someone who's going to give you that extreme level of service. Or when you go to the nice hotel and there's a nice bellman that's getting your stuff out of your car for you, that type of human empathy, that type of customer service is still going to be there because people still like that human touch. Number 4 are emergency responders, police, firefighters. Those types of jobs still cannot be automated with robotics and AI. We're not there yet. And number 5 are, of course, AI supporting jobs. These are things like machine learning engineers, data engineers, programmers, where now you can work and help build and enhance the AI. You bet that this is going to be a very fast growing role because of the amount of money going to artificial intelligence, the amount of jobs here are going to be growing, and as the demand for these jobs are growing, the number of people, the supply of employees that can do a good job here is not big enough yet.
Now, here are some jobs that are already lost, that are going to be lost, or are gone now. Check it out.
And before we dive in, I just want to let you know I am not sharing this list with you to scare you, but rather to prepare you. Because the truth is, AI is moving fast. And if you are not watching where it's going or take advantage of it now, then it might just run right over your paycheck. So let's dive into the list, and we're going to start with the jobs that you probably already expected AI to take over. And the first is going to be customer service representatives. Because let's be real, you've probably already had to yell into a phone operator or representative just to talk to a human. Let me tell you something, AI has already been clocked in. And now it has advanced even more, holding full conversations, it's able to track packages, it can solve tech issues, and it fakes empathy. Like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And that's the same with other call heavy jobs like telemarketers, telephone operators are on the list. We have switchboard operators and even public safety telecommunicators. But let's get into the next jobs on the list. And these are jobs that are already hanging on by a thread. We're talking about ticket agents, travel clerks. We have counter and rental clerks, concierges, hosts and hostesses. The next section that we have are writers and authors, journalists, news analysts, technical writers, editors, proofreaders, and copy markers. So moving on to our next group of jobs that are up to be replaced. These are going to be sales representatives, advertising sales agents, demonstrators, and product promoters. And there's public relations specialists. And why are these on the chopping block? Because AI is studying every successful pitch. It can read your customer's behavior, test 100 ad headlines in under a minute. It can also create high converting emails, design full marketing campaigns. And this next list hits a little different because we are talking about teachers and educators.
Well, from teens using it for homework hacks to some schools outright embracing the tech, it's no secret that artificial intelligence is shaking up the classroom. Now, the boldest claim yet that AI can teach our kids better than we can.
But those were jobs that were definitely needed just a few years ago. Now it's replaced by AI. Now this next one on the list is one that I did not even expect to be on here, and that's going to be models. Yes, even models are not safe anymore because now we have AI generating models that don't age and they can show off your products. They are customizable, they are brand safe, and they work 24/7 for a fraction of the cost. I'm telling you, entire campaigns are now being run by AI generated faces. And the craziest part is most people can't even tell the difference.
Might have to look into something new. They say that also ChatGPT and open source AI is creating new jobs and opportunities. But does AI discriminate?
AI might be why you're not getting hired. If you're a person of color, AI will never give you a job. Did you know that using AI to screen job applications might discriminate based on color, age, or disability? These are the claims in a groundbreaking lawsuit against a company called Workday. Watch until the end to learn how this could impact you. Workday is a leading provider of enterprise cloud applications, finance, HR, and planning. Their software automates some of the hiring process by using AI to screen job applicants. Meet Derek Mobley, a 40-year-old African-American man with mental health challenges. Derek applied for over 100 jobs. He was rejected due to his race, age, and disability. For the first time ever, a federal judge ruled that Workday could be held liable under anti-discrimination laws because their AI software performs tasks traditionally done by real employers. That the Equal Opportunity Employment Commission, a U.S. government agency, encouraged the judge to allow the lawsuit to continue. The agency warns employers that they could be held responsible for the discriminatory impact of using screening software.
We already know it does because it's being made by them folk. The damn racism is built in. We asked that. I called the government myself. I said, hey, let me talk to the person who handles AI and the racial part. They said, well, we don't have that person. Nigga, yes, you do. They told me to hold on. They put him on. I said, well, who am I speaking with? It is Mr. Jones. Well, Mr. Jones, my name is Shackelford1. I'm at pushgapradio.com. We were calling you concerning the discrimination over there at OpenAI ChatGPT. Is there any way you could help us out and not discriminate? And then he sounded just like Nick Nolte when he told Eddie Murphy in 48 hours. I would, but so far you ain't built up no points, boy. So yeah, it's fitting to be a lot of discrimination. Yeah, we already know it's built in, man. You play with kids, nigga. You play with kids. I know folk be going through it. I understand folk be going through it. But in this world, we've gotten to the point, fam, where we've become worldly. Something we as black folk used to be heavy against. I walk through my life like that. In the world, but not of the world. Gets hard sometimes, but you gotta vibrate at a higher frequency, man. And that's just what that is. Here's Prince breaking down being in the world and not of the world. And also a little clip by Reverend Billy Graham. Check it out.
About. I know that you live in Minneapolis and your wife lives in Spain, but you are going to be going to Spain to open an orphanage or make an orphanage out of your home. Is that true? Why is that so important to you?
Well, first of all, I live in the world. I'm not of it. I live in it and everywhere. I work here in the United States a lot. Spain's very special to us because it's very peaceful.
The Bible says, "Be ye separate from the world, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing." Friendship with the world is enmity with God. We're to live a separated life from the evils of the world. Now, we're to live in the world. We can't help that. Jesus moved with publicans and sinners, and he was criticized for it. We can't withdraw from the world, but we're not to participate in the evils of the world.
Never average, never mediocre, online, on point, and on the freaking money. Pray until something happens. God always provides. At pushgapradios.com, the power is in the name. Is AI affecting your job? Please tell me. Hit us up. Again, pushgaptv1@gmail. And give us a holler. Let us know. Is AI, robots, everything affecting your jobs? You know, they got them all over the place over there at Amazon. Is your job next? Thank you for hanging out. We will see you on next week. Thank you for hanging out in P-Town. And at pushgapradios.com, we're bridging the gap between old school and new school radio. Pushgapradios.com, Dallas, baby. And we're out.
Pushgapradio.com, bridging the gap between old school and new school radio. Pushgapradio.com. It's Dallas, baby.
Pushgap Radio. Pushgap Radio. Pushgap Radio. Dallas, baby.